On the last set of notes, we talked about how to find slope if they had given you a graph. Now we want to talk about how to find slope if they don't give you a graph. But just for starters, we're going to do a quick review on when they do give you a graph. So let's look at A. Again, remember we're doing rise over run. So from A, here's one point, here's the other one, okay, or here's this one. It does not matter if I go from this one to this one, or this one to this one, or this one to this one. You just pick either 2 points and count your slope and it will work. So I'm going to go from here to here. So I'm going to go up 1, 2. So my rise is 2. And then left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then if I put that in my calculator, 2 divided by -5, and of course yours would give it to you as a fraction already, it says -2/5. So my slope for A is -2/5. So now let's look at B. Notice on B, they didn't even give you any points. That's because at this point, you should recognize that this is a horizontal line. And if we go back to our little skier, okay, here he is, this is absolutely no fun. So this is our 0 slope. Now, you could actually pick some points if you wanted to and put one here, and you could find the slope. But it should be, at this point, easy enough for you to figure out that it has 0 slope. C. So for C, I'm going to choose this point and this point. But again, you can choose whatever you want to use. So I'm going to start by going up 1, 2, 3. So up is positive, so this is 3. And then right 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. Therefore, the slope of this line is 1. And then the last one is our vertical line. So hopefully we've remembered this one as well. Vertical is undefined. And again, if you remember, if we had our little skier up here, he's gonna woo, and we're not sure what's gonna happen. So if they give you a graph, it's fairly simple to figure out that we need to just count the rise and the run. But as it states on the bottom half of these notes, what if they don't give you a graph? Then what do we do? Okay, so notice it says, oh no, what do we do? Well, luckily, there actually is a slope formula. So this should look vaguely familiar. The very first set of notes, we talked about delta y versus delta x. That means the change in y over the change in x. So we said that this would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And again, this is the change in y over the change in x. So it says, let's check our answer to line A. So let's pick 2 points off of line A and write them down. So the 2 points that we used were this one and this one. So let's write the ordered pair. This point right here is -1, up 1, 2, 3. So this is -1, 3. And then the other point that we chose was this one, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -6, 3, 4, 5. So if that was the points that we were given, and they said find the slope. Now, we already know the slope is -2/5. So let's try it using the formula. We said this is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I want you to set it up first. So put a division bar, and then in the middle, I want you to put your two subtraction signs. And then we're going to label this x1, y1, and we're going to label this one x2, y2. So as we set this up, my 2's should both be purple. So my y2 value was 5, and my y1 value was 3. Then my x2 value was -6, and my x1 value is -1. Well, I still have to write -1. So notice we get this double sign here. This is okay. It's going to happen. So now we need to go through and solve. On the top, 5 minus 3 is 2. On the bottom, in case you're not good with double negatives, we have -6 minus -1, which is -5. So then if I simplify that, I would say 2 divided by -5. And of course yours gives it to you as a fraction, but mine would then say -2/5. So notice we got the same answer as when we counted the slope, as to when we use the formula. So now I want you to try to set this formula up and see if you can get the answer.